Semra Suyeba Bedin Komo as I speak. My usual suspect, Mark Eusiako, convener for Election Watch Ghana. He's also the national youth organizer for the People's National Convention. First time on my show is Abiu Daladem, national communication team member for the governing National Democratic Congress, NDC. Good morning. Good
morning, Henry.
Plethora of issues on board. We look at NPP. Chairman was not at the meeting. Meeting was held. The fallout from the meeting. Now there's a 9-member committee to plan for the delegate conference. The suspension of a portal for the postings. We know President gave directive yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes, and all because of the issuer is when the Attorney General told us that the thing that has happened at National Service and Nyoma, and the money is involved. So the President found it needful to suspend the usage of that very portal that was used to commit that crime, in quotes, alleged criminal. And I will be looking at the vet and I see this Justice of the Superior Court, Amalibuba Eddie Atuja, said there are lots of bottlenecks within the court system. OSP, Enra, who winning the case back or courts against Ofori-Atta. Ofori-Atta wanted to place an injunction on him, especially with the issuance of the red alert. But now, court says it can't happen. The red alert will still stand. These are issues I said. If time permits, we should be able to exhaust it all. But now, let me go to Abiu. Abiu, and you want to say?
Abai Papa Boo.
So, you wait.
What have you been saying? First night, I'm going to say, oh, my main chair na member about Sunny Juma Power. Ghana, my main chair, your sister.
Yeah,
sister, yeah. Channel my palm with the boy Ghana. In fact, this is my first time coming here. Only idea, if you it's a pa, every year, be a muda hopai.
Thank you.
Because something more honor me dimage my pa.
Oh, I see.
Ye be to Musa from, let me say, a whole media general TV station in, including a company, ye be to my premier. So, me bomb a boss nature my palm with the boy Ghana. In fact, Mukwa Mubu, man, see a Kufado Abimbo. On the Grand America, and obviously, me Captain Mobetana no Mubu Zimwa. I chess and the Kufado Bumai. And I'm a boy.
Kind of correct.
Media general doing wall, they did wonders more than the Kufado's government. A fact, no, they are fact. Me pa, me sounds on way.
Oh, Yamiado me Bibia Boko. Now, let me start with Mark. Mark, you share the MPP 6 months or a little to 6 months after a year. Omelusi election. Yehu the AC. But this decision departed from how they've been doing or conducting more activities as regard the processes to get their flag bearer. Explanation abeto from Chira with the ranklings ACC, they need to pick a flag bearer so that obetimi ashase na wedi ni juma. Because it's that position they create all the problem. And so if they're able to do it earlier than the others are, then you think it's the best decision they've taken?
Why must electing a leader become a problem?
Mm.
And Maminchia, na Minchia when with my four. Sister Yafeno. Minchia Mina Bermans. Na Minchia PNC among you. It is incumbent on every political party to appoint or elect a leader. Or by the party name to Franca said the Baya on my money in a bit me a Panatu. Now, based on the policies are what they are born to one. It me at to Abama, I'm an Ababidin, some penny. And this is something that all political parties are made to do. Yawo Amambra. The church party beer and date number the ban said that number 2 January what
31.
January 31st.
Yes.
Okay.
Next year.
It is from Ende to January 31st. Is it 6 months?
Yeah.
Let's do the calculation well.
So we are in June.
We are in June, July.
Mid-June. July, August, September, October, November, December will be 6 months.
December will be 6 months. So January
January
7 months.
will be 7 months.
It's 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
You see, let's lay emphasis on this. It is 7 months. Now, their own party constitution tells them that 6 months to their elections, okay, they should open up for them to do campaign.
6 months
Yes.
to their election.
To their elections, you know. Okay? They
Yes.
should open up officially for them to do campaign. So it means that before the 6 months, you know, whoever have any intention to contest for that position, you know, can begin consulting and engaging the people.
Yes.
But officially, you know, it should be 6 months.
Yes.
Say, I say, officially open the floodgate for them to do campaign. They've not officially opened.
They've not. It's
Yes.
not been done.
It's not been done.
Yes, it's not been
But
done.
you are setting a date. You see the mistake they are creating?
Why is there a mistake?
I say 6 months
Yes.
to presidential primaries, you know.
Yes.
You open up, okay, for them to engage.
Yes.
And you know, it means that before the 6 months, you know, those who have interest and have declared their intention can begin engaging the people.
Yes.
It is about 7 months
Yes.
to elections.
We are told next month, mid next month,
Mid next month.
Yes. you'll be open.
Mid next month. And be open
Yes.
for them to go and then
Officially.
do campaign officially.
Officially.
Okay. It is now that some of them are declaring their intention because party need the data babonting. Granted, sir, almost use 6 months and our around so. We have 276 constituencies. If you are doing 276 constituencies in 6 months, 6 months is giving you 180 days. If you do 1 day for each constituency, it means that you are meeting 180 constituencies. There is a deficit. There is a deficit. How do you catch up? So it means that you may be forced to do sometimes 2 constituencies in a day, which at the end of the day, no, you would not be able to meet the 276. When you do it this way, the Ekobane said, you are not able to engage the people properly the way you are to engage them. Now, the confusion this decision, this draconian decision, is going to create, and as I have created NSL. As we speak, a person contest, we've heard the name of Dr. Oseyao Edichun.
Yes,
very fantastic man. No, he's very fantastic. I mean, Yate Brian Champon, Yate Dr. Muhammad Bamia, and Yate Ura Kennedy, Japan.
Yes. Boache Jakun has also.
Boache Jakun, okay.
Yes.
So these are people who have declared their intention to contest. And now what is happening is that teams are a movie called Dr. Bamia Hono. It is that same team and Oko Educhum Ho. It is that same team and Oko Kennedy Japan Ho. It is that same team and Oko Adesina Kanina Ho.
Yeah.
And you see, when you take such draconian decision, what it does is that conflict, it's in its sense, it's not bad. It is made to mobilize the people or reorganize them. But if you don't do it well, you create problem. Now, this decision is creating or has created the problem.
Let me give you an addendum, additional information.
Okay.
It says that the party, Oma inaugurated 9-member committee, that which we know, and they've slated their annual delegate conference for July 18 to 20, 2025, University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So at that place, they will be doing amendment to their constitution and everything. And after it, then perhaps the floodgate will be open.
Oh, they are doing a lot of mistakes. You see, some of these mistakes, yemubi, party, yebi, and I'm in the yababedu, no. It's often a mobile constitutional amendment.
Yes.
Why do you go to set a date to elect a leader? So this decision they've taken, the previous constitution and I said the current constitution of Mukuta. So when they go and amend it, that's a have effect on it. What would they do?
They will change the date.
They will change the date. And then why do you rush to go take that decision? Now, the 9-member committee normal setting, about 7 or 6 of them are all Bamia boys. Yes.
Joyce, Nana Boache.
I won't mention
Alhaji
names.
Haruna. No,
I'm
giving you the
name
because
you give me the
Alhaji
names.
Haruna, Mohammed, the others are Dr. Charles Gamina, Divine Otu, WOHO, Honorable Abeno Say, Asari, Jerry Ahmed, Shaib, Hajia Safia Muhammad, and then Salam Mustafa. These are the members.
About 6 of them are Bamia boys. When they went for their elections, Kennedy akompre kun e Japan. Enya onunu vote about 40%. If I'm not mistaken.
38 or 39.
Oh, about 40%. In terms of experts, about 40%. Yeah. It tells you that about 40% of their grassroots people do not like Bamia.
Okay.
That's number 1. Number 2, they were in government and they used the government machinery, okay, to push Bamia. Today they are not in government. Definitely some of them will fall out. Let's say 5 to 10% of them falls out. Add it to the 40%, we are getting about 50%.
Okay.
Then we have those who will say that yakura to Abama Bamiano, you the humiliating defeat then it means that we didn't make the right choice. And so about 10% of them would also fall out. We are getting 60%. So you want to push Bamia in. And these 60% are also there. If unfortunately Bamia wins, this 60% would also contribute to the general elections. Why do you want him to go into another humiliating defeat? Now, you mentioned a member of the 9 people they have appointed.
Yes.
Which is Dr. China. We played this interview here. Then okay. I said the decision is bad. We need to start from the grounds.
Okay.
Let me go to
Abiu. Abiu.
Yeah, Chairman.
For you, it should be a good news for you because once Obi DSN na yo.
Anyamengo anga se minya ko good news to me.
Sound.
Apo mo bu kra se we jai. Apo we kra ehu hia. Ana me boa. Apo mo mu. Ehu hia. Let me tell you something. NPP sem enye me. The ladem masem. Me so me party wo.
Okay.
Sena me party betumpon. Intina me wa no pawe. Sena Ghana betumpon. Intina me wa no pawe. Let me let you know something. Say the NPP and I'm Ghana bibi e yiduri say atiti apansan say ya John Dramani Mahama e transforming your mind. E NPP na Ghana atiti apansan.
Almost say yamo.
Oh, we know them. See, even the PNC know them. And I'm from the UP time. Omani chiripa na development. We know what they were doing.
Hey.
Oh, now it's a fact. Everybody know. Even Akufo-Addo Kasani.
NPP are best development.
Adia omani chiri. Omu chiri what they pakupa na development. When Nkrumah was building.
Now when we motivate development in freedom.
Koko the John. Aye Nkrumah ni omu die sa omu slogans dey omu say omu yade won. You know them already. Nkrumah say akoso bodan what were they doing? Okonsa libi say ya omu forefathers. That is what they were doing. The same thing omu yi. Na ganye masem. But for the sake of democracy, sana yempe one party system into na ye tana ye kebi. But I'm not here to even give them any apple. Many years more apple biya. In fact, party they may catch it was a party in the NPP you know. And then it is an NPP biomo. And ye class 2 for the lady party no. You know already. Are you getting me? The way Omoye party no, that was the same thing they were doing in government. They were party in no. That was the same thing Akufo-Addo was ruling Ghana.
If it's about the Omo low times, you've also had your times.
Oh, we know. Every political party be on a low times.
And
we know.
You are in a very peculiar situation, especially when JDM would not be a year going again. You get to that point where
Debbie.
Mundu
NDC is different from the NPP. NDC is far different from the NPP in terms of everything, including development. But there's a track record of the NDC. Policies are there, social interventions are there. Look at the NPP. How can you be supporting a capitalist party? as a world socialist person, my better than a support capitalist party. In fact, some party they say you go and but for the sake of democracy, it can be more no. You can say you go MPP because we know what the capitalist ideas are. State owned. That is what they are doing. Signal Bureau, NSS Kanda, Auto Amna one cram, don't go one gray, and one or more. So a capitalist party there. They can say you go no, women come every. Bakokobona me demo. Yes, Romo. You will know what they can do. Uka violence or move pa and jay be a congress last 2 years and last year. So okay.
Yeah.
Alan so a training who free me. What is a to a man for any day? So won't be. Uko me na tech campus or on by a delegate conference or a man for any to 2 years.
The see when people maybe an issue.
And you person biom into na me bomb kokobo. Say omuko congress no. The see ye no. A man for any 2 years. Ye mama for showdown into kwesi yes romo. Mampeni abano ompe to trasem. Into omo yo madia omo making sure say they don't create any chaos, any mayhem or my way mu. Ba omo nim no mo come congress, no mo go to amanfo ni a, we'll hold them accountable because we are enjoying our peace in this country already. Adiachi, have you heard about any scandal? Under the NPP government, you heard about scandals. Adiachi almost ya tuam na won cry. Adiachi almost say the sika afro plane with him. Edward go so. Adiachi obeti say we are enjoying our peace in Ghana. So their politics no mo ye no. Intina me say kamen ka ba meka ho asem because ka credit me kan. Minimum na me no bia kofa ho. Say omo ye congress wa kofa ho na bibia ko bonani. Inti yesro mo. So omo ye omo policy ya. They should make sure they bring policy ya beti me dey asumbi aba o my way mu. Ah, why na si dan ya? Obo dinosaur asana wale foundation. What be that? Is it me case was saying they don't have ideas on the boom mind. That is why they don't have ideas on the boom party. You get it?
I see.
They don't have ideas on the men can be because my party in the can me paper. Can you democracy for you good party no?
The lot them.
Let's dissolve the MPP. Seriously.
But it's not possible because Ghana is not run on two parties.
But it's possible for the sake of democracy.
Why is so kasasa poor so think young come worry but Mati. Anyway, that's the ladder. Your next issue. If you have any rebuttal, you let me introduce the next issue. Then okay, you go. Just 1 minute.
What I want to conclude. Say that I'm not even supposed to give them this apple. But if they are not careful, okay, they took certain decisions in the past. If they are not careful and they go by this draconian decision, then they should be expecting another breakup from the MPP.
Hey.
Yes. If they continue with this decision, where decision almost taken is centered around making one particular person the candidate, then they are preparing the grounds for another breakup because such exercise demands say a very fair and transparent. Say the beya so obi luzua ni followers ebenya butoyemu abase for the interest of the party. Let us go and support the party win. But omo center omo ideas and omo plan towards one particular person. Now omo akana ebe dissatisfied, they will break away.
I see. Live on Onua 95.1 FM, you move to your next issue. Government can complain that the system that National Service Authority omodi NSS for National Service for omo postings no, because of what happened about it as we speak, they have to suspend it, and in suspending it no, because they are looking for a means that will be used to verify and then check in Nyoma as the system is on suspension. This trip, my mention has infused the law. Are we treading on a good path?
Of course, why not? So on my way, so on your my course, things are moving. The economic indicators, they are performing so well. At first, we were ranked as what junk status. The case of my you are ranked as junk status. Because economy a baller, and the Kufuor government. Mahama Ejan will be minus. Oba and Odi baller economy. The case of mine, your ranking was a junk status. Actually, that's a whole mine. We are the ye. In fact, only much crime yentimi nje wo ho say sie wo say ka bo akokɔ bi a wo ye hwe kura nye yi no atete pansa no. That was how our economy was ranked under the NPP government. And then you can say we have regained our status back again as B minus.
Yeah.
Simply means of course kuna unya B. We're performing very well. So we are moving in the right direction. We have a forward-looking president. I will make sure some money economy. Look at our dollar rates. They're performing so well. Look at our economic indicators. They are all performing. Our economy is now attractive for foreign investors to come inside. And it means we are in the right course. Let me tell you something. The NPP leave us with a mess economy. They even know mess economy. Share all the aspect of the economy. Yeah, can was me. I won't say rot BAPP ba NSS scandal. What you know about scandal we? What is scandal we in the APP by? See, there are more scandals. Say, oh, we grass so. Where so NSS we grass so.
Hey, now where so they are the
do you know the party called the NPP? Do you know how they created mess in this country? And yet, we NSS ya who cross a ghost name ya omutimifa police station. Mami already 50 years because embrano. Chere nipa be NSS or be national be sum umai. Ese we graduate, a young graduate. Yenkasa abrewa. Ba uko share payroll no so no. You could see say obi a 50 years, even including policemen, security services for. Control and accountant general payroll. So their names are still in the NSS payroll. Omoji 715 every good month. Nini na bottom on mampenia on your focus on mampenia ni dream ni na ne say ni nkola beremu ye ka che ne say obedi mampeni until he is just there to make sure say he fulfill his childhood ambition. If the case here why you to see Onua FM ni media general. We have a leaders, and I'm a boy. Yes. Who do you blame? You blame the leaders. Ekufodo Emma Wakonya se serving. Ekufodo was not presiding over his appointees. Why is she hanging appointees ni na ye di omupe? You get it? Look at the NSS scandal. Look at Sikaya Shri against corruption. Sasikawi. Uko G. Konfanochi. Uko konfanochi G. Uko hanopawe ya. Ama for the plastic chemu. It should drip edomoso. Mebuana.
No best syndrome.
Mebuana. Like those money could have been used for what? All those things. But because of corruption, any amemo boni, any sikedie, mampenia on your focus, mampenia the opani say he's coming to fulfill his what? Childhood ambition. Basically, actually, our NSS scandal. In fact, the NSS secretariat need to be sanitized, seriously sanitized. In the name of Simon for Bashir Omejuma, like I'm saying, say, Obia man pulling in, they should sack everybody.
That would be very harsh.
That is what I'm saying, because we have a forward-looking president. Let us thank God that you're a forward-looking president. Mampenia, you're forward-looking. Mampenia, he's just opposing between prosecuting people and development. Like I'm John Dramani Mahama, I'm telling you, Kagana for Kamohu showdown. Even including MPP communicated, they'll be arrested. Because you can't be sitting on radio and be defending rot. And about way, you just open your media station, you could see MPP communicated defending NSS scandal. Young people defending NSS scandal. Where are we going? Where are we heading towards as a nation? Sikaya Shri against corruption. This is a warning to even the current NDC government. Because say, yet me who rot what the previous government are, yet me Sanshi Amanfua. Know that John Dramani Mahama is coming to leave a legacy. The man is not just speaking. When him, Adebakwa a year fair, John Dramani Mahama memo when they say, we are not coming to do business as usual. He's coming to leave a legacy, and they will be to say, Uko Temamuto we are, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Negeye, Uko Akoso Modama, Dr. Kwame, you could see a legacy of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. This is some of the things John Dramani Mahama is going to leave down. Into we any appointee. Now Swaba said the way the line the MPP tone, you're also going to tone such. I'm telling you, Pakunia Maneko. Because we know what he have done. Abuka Pelemu, somebody just claims saying Kaminya way and quitting politics. He was sacked. So it's a warning to even our appointees. In fact,
they allowed them after suspending the CMS system. After the suspension, what next? What do we do?
Yes, what next is a That is why Oko NSS Secretariat there's a governing body. So scandals winning now. And I know Jeffy is doing so much work. He's doing so much work. He's putting in so much effort, making sure say loopholes now be scandals winning free. Hey, portal no, no correct. Because portal ni be too ma, you bet me about 50 people on the portal. And I remember I want the real mistake on creating. Send NS me obia NSS da. Into who the opin. No one even amount for quality me reposting my man for. I bet me about say obet my then. I bet me the 50 people I go away so. And I remember so say you who say be a mistake ni free. I portal no where people have been enrolled. Yes, so spending the portal no more old ones now. It's a right direction. That is the best thing ever.
And your Quatiscas aye new app na ye.
I say your Quatiscas because okay, your Quatiscas a new app la. Sekai actually. And just say you be creating new app. Sekai actually is through this scandal. And just say you be creating new app. When him said ye a so on the ground say there are people who were doing the service under the Kufuor government. About 3 months salary ko munyanyai. About 3 months salary munyanyai. Currently, I don't want to do equalization about this. And yet, be say you politics, but be no credit and say you can't was it. People who were doing NSS and the Kufuor government from since the Kufuor Babemu, many of them they are still owing them. NSS, service no.
Service no, okay.
The whole year no. Many of the service personnel have not even gotten the allowance.
But how possible?
How possible? Because the number was bloated. Because Kobrane Bako or Babesia Bako, it me tenaho, a criti or no skamish, it me disika, Jessica Weddy.
Why are you crucifying her when the court has not said so?
Oh,
these allegations. So just put them in the.
No, I'm telling you, do you need somebody to tell us?
No, put it in the allegation bracket.
Okay, you see, I am even ready for contempt to even catch me.
No, not here.
But baby, you don't even need somebody to tell us, under the NPP government, they were rot. They were stealing the state. And you're more Kennedy Japan about they were looting the state as if you don't have a future.
You trust Kennedy Japan?
I don't trust Kennedy. Also, he was part of the game, or a part of the government. Even the person Ekufuor appointed, special prosecutor, former special prosecutor, Martin Amidu, Ekufuor Kasankasa Danfo, Asaman Okai. He said corruption the doku Ekufuor the Senate, some close to Adon Krumpa. Mebuana. Ekufuor catch us over usual principle to fight corruption. No, we are crocodile the John 419 la lala. You get it? So we don't need anybody to tell us that they were corrupt people. They were thieves.
Mark, how do we navigate this way? Because where issue ping, some of the units are one accreditation on your papa no. Student from there was suspend one pin no. Also the we clean system no. But here we are, the system nangasa ya suspend. So how do we go ahead?
Henry, the system we are talking about is mandated by a human being.
Okay.
Now, you introduce systems just so that we'll be able to do away with some bottlenecks, some challenges human face, every face, This systems is able to do away with them.
Okay.
Unfortunately, systems and platforms now you're creating them and you're the background. And it has become part and parcel of us, not just under the NPP, but including the NDC, which I believe, we need a strategic leader who would be able to say, no, let us put a stop to this, and it will be done. There are many challenges when it comes to national service. Now, I'm proud to the NDC coming into office, to me identify some of these things. The national service, look, anything corruption should be fought with our might and with all our strength. I support His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the effort of Omeki. Say, you bet to me, cleanse the National Service Authority. And the new boss in Edinburgh, what's your friend saying? Jemfi.
Yeah.
I remember na baso no prayer. That na me tie no to be free. You realize say when it's ade hu our person or the changes in a bad national service. Look, human beings as we are assets to the state. We are assets to the state. Unfortunately, the teeming youth of this country, number one, are becoming so useless, and number two, are being misled because of poor management of the human resources we have. We post over 100,000 people to national service to go and serve the nation. At the end of the day, you say impact being an adeba. You posting Crawford call industries and as a companies are align with field of study. Field of study, no, we don't post them to align. We don't post students to meet their skills demand. What the industry is demanding for is not what we are using our boys and girls for.
But do you necessarily have to do that when even now we are saying they are at liberty to agree whether they do 6 months a year military training before they continue their service, or the service is to offer yourself for Bibia Ghana here, not necessarily your skill, but Ebia, of course you are not a teacher, but woko ichiro Bibia omu here teacher omu nibi. So for the time being, as we don't have a professional teacher, but we have you, a service person, can't we post you there to be a stopgap for that period?
I mean, do you know why this point will not hold water?
No, tell me.
It will not hold water because and Crawford in here as professional teachers to go there. No? There are many. We have them in abundance.
You don't have money to pay them.
Oh, but we have them. There are many. We have them in abundance.
Agreed, but you don't have money to pay them.
Oh,
you will not have them sitting at home.
But during their service, during their time of service,
they are posted.
They are posted. But you see, what I'm saying is that we don't post them to meet their skill demand. And that is the topic we are discussing now. Yeah, we are. So I did my I read instrumentation engineering.
Okay.
And I did my national service with the Volta River Authority. That is my skill. And that is the demand of the industry. Why don't you replicate this across all the sectors? Ocean Gan. And I say, yes, Ocean or a teacher ni. Ocean Gan. It was school. Now, what is any pakrono? Aquato Boko. Meanwhile, in Greater Accra, we need them with teachers here. So, Nipano Kokosha on Nasa or service, no, in the field, and as a skill, I don't know, the body interest, body interest, one more develop it. But we do not align them properly. And these are all challenges. Look, the challenges are national service for AFAC. Even insurance issues. So, okay, on national service. Now, there's no insurance cover. In fact, immediately you enter the company, they make you sign a bond. So it means that you should be very, very careful. You don't go to hurt yourself. Why must it be so? And some of these things lead to demotivation. The young people we are growing up to come and lead this country and help the country develop, we are demotivating them through national service. And we are reducing productivity. Do you know? Say, and now I know say. There are university graduates, national service. With the computer more. They cannot work on an Excel sheet. They are there. It is a worrying situation. But you understand?
Would you attribute that to air national service or the training at Onua school? Because if you are a graduate,
what is national service meant to do? Henry, what is national service meant to do?
National service, your service is needed somewhere for national interest.
And also to even train you.
Agreed.
And that, to train you.
Agreed, but look, if you are training 10,000 engineers out, national service, we have the spots for all of them.
We may not.
So the rest, where do you take them?
Okay, so we may not. That is why we are a developing country. And you see, leaders are made to identify challenges and provide solutions. So if you are a leader, now say your deficit, now we name the deficit in Asia. Then what makes you a leader?
But you also agree that courses amount for a year school. And yen na ena yewo enough spaces
for them
in the industry for even national service. And so, I mean, it's chop and change.
Henry. Edebe program any mom read your mobile until when you is it a Greek? What is our great productivity in Ghana? It is declining.
Is it a national service will be brilliant?
Thank you. In the past, what did we do? But because you are Greek,
Greek. But or you serve or co-serve and or Ghana a life experience. I'll bet me you so.
Oh, and that's only some school. I mean, me engineering. One for me, I come to engineering field. Now, so I make a to a hen farm.
Quiet farm.
Okay,
one or more farmer. Now you go engineering.
Meba, it's meba baka. Meba, me quiet me farm in okay, after the 1 year. Period. A day experience na ma gada ma me ho. Experience. It is two ways. Kwesi bro ne dia na wo ye no. Okay. O make sure say we food of study aligns with baby ya de wo kwase kwana kwase.
We can always say kwesi bro ne dia because we know.
Fine.
We know that even with them they ask you to go and serve in the armed forces.
So I wanted to come to the armed forces. Let me come to the armed forces.
The experiences
let me come to the armed forces. Let me come to the armed forces. And I pray say as we go on, we SS Krana, your mom go through that military training. You see, the Minister for Defense, I catch him point blank said, I think it's Mahama or him. I say they are creating this platform just so that the young people of this country will learn how to be, if anything, self-discipline. Self-discipline. Period. Military guys are very, very disciplined. It is just for self-discipline. But when it comes to field of study, it must align with your skill and the industry demand.
Okay.
Let us know that your field of study, when you are being posted, should align with your skills and must meet industry demand. Look, last week, let me see a program, and I know more can I say, especially in the mining sector. Industry players no complaint and they say students now form. Sometimes one more food of study, any almost skills, and a total mismatch. Total mismatch. In Tabanisana, they don't even know what they're using them for. So they will not have to train them, and it takes huge resources to do that. So Sebibia na say I will plead with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The resetting agenda now you're resetting. Let us include this. If not, in some time to come, the many young people we see in this country are unemployed. Some of the challenges are emanating from these areas. So let us reset and reset well, so that we can meet the demands of the industry.
Thank you. Just a minute each name fan sorry. So the OSP in the case now winning. Now does it give him that confidence to pursue Ofori-Atta in the midst of the wife a day later by talking about the husband, what he has gone through, and that at least 3 months will be okay for the husband to recuperate before and Kasa and Tatani. Just let's wrap up. Just a minute each. The ladder, my main fan. Yes.
What funny way do you? You see, what funny way do you do? I'm telling you. You see, that is what I've been saying. We have a forward-looking president. We have a forward. Maybe I would see. Also, joining. Say, you need to be that left. What funny way do Papa? With you, and let me tell you, the problem of Ghana is and they go for the major problem, major problem. Ofori-Atta, Mahmudu Bawumia. Ofori-Atta, Mahmudu Bawumia, and a Kufuor Nankasa. The major problem, the major problem, power Ghana, Ofori-Atta, Mahmudu Bawumia, and a Kufuor. Passing the e-levy, so okay. Passing the e-levy. Obia, why MP, why yare, or damn people cry to me, swan or sign for ambulance, and then they buy. Because of passing e-levy. What found with that Kotina Buduchidi? We are gonna say, what is it? titiri dian kɛse yɛ de bɔ ɔman ne bra ɛde akɔto amena wɔn kran ɔde sika ɛde ama Akufo-Addo wɔ faase Akufo-Addo baba because oyɛ adwuma aboso kan oyɛ adwuma magazine macro oyɛ papers oyɛ adwuma sɛ ɔfa kɔnya ambulance. Let me tell you something. Ken Ofori-Atta should be very careful. Yes, I just want them because Yesika wedi, Yesika was say. It seems like ono the menkas wudi. I'm not saying but obi abewu anameboa. When you almost all yare pa. Yem person odi Yesika beko. Ombra. No more Yesika. Ansa no be person ko be obetimi akọ. Yes, Rena, we kokobon na me de bono. You see, we have a forward-looking president too. Na Kenya Saka. Hey, unim. Ya kasakura me ladies akọ so. Ya boy ye ho say peto 1 cedi. Ghana phone na ne ya rent private jet ama kesi jabe no nko so anembra
me da say Joy Daddy any eye onua ye de we ne ye de bro ya me adoma ochina ye de onua weekend party bro DJ Willie any hyperman any ye hwe ne ye de we are bro Joy Daddy Industries na ye boom ne ye de abro kai say weekend na see etumi distress after week long of various activities. Now it's going to be fun, full of music and dance. Inti brabe join your favorite presenters. Felicia say, girls, Nina class prefect, NKG, Dr. Prekese, Papa Shamo and DJ Willie. Jumedi, ye no a one place. I mean the name resonates well. You say Red Light Bar, a one so meho, and ye did you me. Inti come join us for this a year weekend, Onua weekend party or Red Light Bar. Na ye enjoy. Papa Hits WOHO, Young T Beba, Brad Jude GH, any a year alumina, Omunina baby. The place near Red Light Bar, Ewan so Yami Adoma Friday. Fre 0243 868 184 0243 868 184. Wrap up, mommy.
Ora can Ofori-Atta in say yemu akwenya ama baba so mo man a akwenya so ewo ho ma say odi akuntabu a esefata ebrega na fo me kai say in the second administration of the MPP na kan home fa no mampani na adoma ye twen ema kan e bai ama ye beso ani in as the finance minister mesre the antics around these Ofori-Atta's issues, is becoming unbecoming, and Ghanaians are becoming so angry. Meaning, sir, the OSP is doing its best. Sir, omo sabi afọ mani sikano, omo baba ababe facing whatever issues awo na yetumi ensaka yen sika. So wa yare, say one yare. I'm not sure say OSP case is between Ono and Yere. It is Ono any can Ofori-Atta.
Okay.
Nkrata Babontin Yare no Dahana. I think say a yard also. He should just come and face whatever he has done. We need accountability from him. He should just come and face it. Thank you.
But I say young fancy.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah, Junimo.